I'm Barnea Selavan. I live in the Old City. I study archaeology. I'm a tour guide. And most important regarding Yeshivat Hakotel, I'm married to Shoshana Selavan. And that means I'm married to the yeshiva. This summer I worked in ancient Yafo with Ethiopian high school kids. Now sometimes you say, working at an archaeological dig, I want to find King David, I'm going to find grand things in science. Here we were digging up the street before they put in the sewage pipes. We were finding almost nothing. And the archaeologists in Jaffa, if you find a wine bottle from 300 years ago, get excited, which is not what I usually deal with. But what I and my classmates noticed was these children needed to learn a work ethic. How you approach a job, how you work, how you view your task, how can you do it more effectively? How are other people dependent on you? You're part of a chain, you're part of a system. And we would speak to them, a new group every week, we'd speak to them. If I was an employer and I was paying you money and I need to get a product, when you're sitting for another 10 minutes past your break, what are the implications of that? If you're not moving the earth as effectively, what are the implications? How does that translate into a loss? If I was an employer and watching how you work and looking for somebody who was independent, who was creative, who took initiative, who was helpful, and I was looking to promote someone or to give them a permanent position, I can watch you as a high school student, how you dig dirt and how you interact, and I can see it in a moment. And we hope that we gave these kids a sense of a work ethic, of taking pride in one's work. But in the meta level, for us as students, this was not the dig that we dreamed of and that we hoped for with discoveries. This was responding to the situation and doing it as best as we could. We were going to help these kids be a mensch and have some impact on the future generation of Klal Yisrael, where there's very little direction, where they're completely plugged into what the street and to what the media has to offer and not really touching life. This was a chance for them to touch life on summer vacation. My colleagues and I feel that for some of these kids, it gave them a life lesson. So that's one aspect of leadership I want to share with you. Respond to the situation, do it in the best possible way. My friend was left the yeshiva and went to work in a company. And he thought he was going to have a desk job, and he was cleaning the washing machines of an industrial laundry. He was very upset, but he did it with vim and with vigor. And the fourth day, a manager came by and said, "I'm looking for somebody just like you," pulled him out, and gave him his father's job, and his father got a promotion that day. You never know. It's how you handle the task in front of you. The second thing I'd like to share with you is this jug handle, this lamp. This lamp, we hold in it ash from the destruction of the second temple, the Chorban of Bayit Sheni, which we dug under our house. And this lamp, which also came from under our house, is from the time of the first Beis HaMikdash, from the time of the first temple. Which means when I sit here in my dining room at the Passover Seder, and I say Zecher LaMikdash Kehillel, this is what he would do with the meat of the Korban and the matzah and the maror. The people who lived in this time actually had the meat of the Korban Pesach. What are we contributing to the story? The Sfarim here tell us the heritage and the morals, but what are we going to add to this story? We don't know. What God presents you with, do it with vim and vigor, you will be happier, and we will all benefit.